Floyd a two-time champion if memory serves. Uh, and you know, if you take second to Adelito, that's like being a three-time champion, right?
Yeah, no kidding.
All right, look at this board that Riggs has got. I mean, I'm calling hacks right now. That is a really pretty board. A lot of interesting double opportunities and really fun shapes.
Yeah, I'm just staring at the potential for the red sweet tea and the double blues underneath. He's very wise not to go for it because to get both doubles one right after another, it's just not
Oh,
likely. He did end up getting the double reds, but dang.
that's cruel, Doc. All right. So, yeah, you're absolutely right. Now, while that's been going on, and we've all been kind of transfixed by that, Floyd's gotten rid of every yellow on his board, and he's looking for a horizontal, vertical, horizontal. Looks like it's going to go be a vertical down at the bottom of his board, and ooh, gets an unintentional garbage clear. Everything's going to work out okay for him. It's just not been the most efficient setups. And Riggs staying with him, although I think the board health is definitely in Floyd's favor at the moment.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Floyd just needing one more red to clear out this horizontal. He gets it, followed by the double blue. Just going to need three more reds. But actually, looking at Riggs's board, he just needs two more yellows. Floyd out at a 127. Riggs just needing that last yellow. There it is. Come on, game. 9 seconds behind at a 136.
Yes, indeed. So, oh wow, great tuck there for Floyd to get a nice double early on, and you know, keeping a couple of virus lead here, as looks like Riggs must have had some really good RNG at the top of his board as well, as he is still within two, and you know, given the amount of time difference that they had, that is saying something.
Yeah, he definitely did not want to place those yellow blues in the orientation that they were placed, but he's able to clear it out. He would love to get those double yellows horizontally, but I think at this point he's probably just going to abandon that. We'll see if he does that. Love the horizontal there, though.
Yeah, and speaking of horizontals, here comes one for Floyd. He is in a bit of a pickle when it comes to the last bits of blue, and if he gets too much yellow, well, never mind. He's got himself freed up, but now you've heard me say it enough times. That's an awful lot of red, Doc.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. I peeked over at Floyd's board and I'm like, gosh, that's a lot of red. Fortunately for him, he already had most of it set up to where he was just going to need one or two to set it off. And he does block
Oh,
it off at the top, but he's got access at the bottom. There it is. At about a 305. Riggs just needing some more reds, keeping pace here with Floyd. But he is going to be losing a little bit of time here as he's now about 14 seconds behind.
yeah, but look at what Floyd's working with on the top of this board. There's just been nothing for him to do, and so far that has been just not fun for him. Is going to finally make his way down a couple of rows in. That blue blockade was kind of a problem, and that's not something that we're seeing for Riggs at the top of this board, as he is now taking a slight lead. But Floyd, with all of his setups, is going to be taking it right back. Is down to with a three virus lead now.
Yeah, and I love the way that Floyd handled all of that garbage that was going on at the top of his board. It was really nicely done. I was playing along with him in my head and like, yep, this is the same things I would have done. So hey, great job, Floyd, to get through that. And now looking at
Uh,
Riggs's board, I'm gonna say it now. Ooh, gosh, that's a lot of red.
yeah, but if he can pull off a horizontal, oh, looks like he's going to manufacture. Ooh, no, he's not going to have the opportunity to manufacture it now. Um, okay, yep. Now he just needs a double red there. Oh, well, actually, a single red will do the trick at this point. But Floyd out at a 438. Come on, we want to see the good play. There you go, Doc. Uh, as Riggs still with a bit of red garbage there. That's going to slow him down just a touch unless he can get these yellows cleared out. Looks like that is the plan, to take the horizontal
Oh,
down there at the bottom, and that was not the play he wanted to make.
yeah, not at all. That's really going to slow him down. Fortunately, he is going to be able to clear out the yellow and get the blue horizontally. Also opens up that red. Get that last one out at a 516, but with a 13 virus deficit behind Floyd right now, Riggs is
Oh,
really
look,
going to have
Floyd
to
with a
put the
missed
pedal to
drop.
the metal.
Yeah, you look at that tuck over there. Floyd, as you know, we have said many times, is more of a top-down sort of player. He doesn't tend to do a lot of tucks, a lot of fancy plays, and yeah, that tuck on top of the blue in column three went the wrong direction. That's going to slow him down as well. It's not going to be a long slowdown. It's just something you don't want if you're in a race scenario.
Yeah, for sure. J Rig's done a really great job here. Would love to see him get these blues horizontally. Ideally, would need a double blue to do it. Probably not going to happen. We'll see if it does. I know. I know. I said earlier, oh, he's not going to get the doubles, and he got the doubles. So, but he is able to manufacture it a different way and gets a really nice drop, only with a tiny bit of garbage for J Riggs. But Floyd now looking pretty good, but he does have a bit of garbage there, Ook.
Yeah, it's still a much cleaner board than what Riggs is having to work with, although that combo is going to look nice. Riggs going to have to make his move here, although it is 8 viruses to both players. Riggs with some garbage issues, that's going to potentially be a slowdown. We'll see what the doctor orders. If he gets enough reds, this could be a much closer match, especially as Floyd is okay. This double blue is going to be miraculous for him. He now needs just 2 reds. But look at this. Riggs needs one more red. That Floyd is going to get it first at a 702. Riggs out to
Woo!
707.
Dang.
That was a very close match. GG's to both players on that one.
Indeed. I know it's a time that neither player is happy with, but dang, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, and you don't have to have a great time. You just have to have a better time than your
Mm-hmm.
opponent.
It's true.
And that's what Floyd pulled off there. So, but again, Riggs showing that, hey, I can. I mean, we already knew, but I can give us a decider. That can happen.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if he's able to pull it off here. We have readies from Riggs and ready from Floyd. We have a ready from DrMC bot 3, 2, 1, and pills. J Riggs with a
All
fairly
right.
diverse top line.
Yeah, but neither board really anything to call home about, but also nothing that just makes you angry and anxious. And that's what we like to see to start.
Yeah. Floyd's column 8 is completely devoid of viruses. That's going to be good for him if he, oh, but a mistuck there.
Ooh.
If he gets in a situation where he has something he just cannot use, like that blue red, for instance, he's just going to throw those off to the right. Interesting. Right as I'm talking about it, it happens to him. Sorry, Floyd. But anyway, he's doing a really nice job here. Looking at J Riggs's board, it's kind of oddly sloped down into the left, and a lot of blues that he's going to have to work through. Taking a blue horizontal there towards the bottom of his board. I love that tuck underneath to get the reds and the yellows set up, Ook.
Yeah, that's some smart plays for him. As Floyd's still just very right heavy, not getting the pills that he needs. Interesting that he hasn't gone ahead and used all the spare red that he's getting to take out that blue in column four. Get something out of all of this garbage that he's getting. But yeah, it's a really basically everything has been reduced to what he can do in columns 1 through 4. And that is going to be a real slowdown point unless the doctor is very precisely giving him exactly what he needs. And it's a 140 for Riggs as he is out into level 7. Floyd not gonna be too far behind, but definitely not gonna be in the point where he wants to be.
Yeah, and you can kind of see him shaking his head. He knows that, that was not the ideal situation for him. Speaking of not the ideal situation, look at all this blue that xJRigsx has got to work through. A double blue right now would be absolutely amazing for him. I wonder if he'll just go ahead and manufacture it. Yes, he is going to do that. Takes the tuck. I
Yep.
like the play.
Yeah, and look at all the red that's underneath of it. Great drop, and I mean, really, it's blue then red then yellow on this board, almost exclusively, and then a little bit more red just to take you off. But looking at Floyd's board, he's got Aspire in column 7. It's not going to be a problem as soon as he chooses to get rid of it. There it goes, there it goes. And yeah, it's still a very spired board altogether. But this triple reds in column 2 aren't going to be a major issue. Um, yeah, it's not great, but it's not something that's going to make you angry, especially with plays like that available. Now he just needs a red yellow, and then maybe another red yellow. Hey, there we go. Commentator's blessing. Oh, does
Yeah.
not flip it around the way I thought he would.
Riggs has been waiting for this blue yellow forever. Finally gets the fat log and is set up for the horizontal. I like going for the horizontal first. Nice play by xJRigsx. He's just going to need 3 more reds. Okay, game. Be nice.
Any reds? There's one.
There's a double
There's
red.
two
Okay.
indeed. There it is. And
329
Floyd
for
with a
xJRigsx.
Floyd with a big head shake there. I didn't see what caused it exactly, but he's not happy with where his board is right now. And and yeah, the doc is just giving him exactly what he doesn't need when he doesn't need it. He's out of the 344. So, I mean, he's still definitely within striking distance, but it has not been a fun board for Floyd. I'm sure there are
No.
a lot of choice words being said over his glass of Dr. Mario juice right now.
I would not be surprised. Now xJRigsx has just had a really nice level so far. He's been he's been making combo upon combo, and this has just been really nice for him. Little more blue than I'd like to see, but this double blue going to be perfect for him. Puts it in his column 6, exactly where I hoped he would put it. He's just done a really nice job on this level 8.
It's really personally, I was looking for a horizontal on the blue in column 6 when he laid it down the other way. But either way, yeah, both really good move options and interesting. All right, let's see what the setups are going to be. He's going to do the horizontal there, and yeah, if the reds come before the blues, then Riggs is going to
Oh,
be
and
in
look
a
at the
really good
double
position.
blue. Oh, and he didn't see it. He didn't see the offset fat log. Still
In
going
the
to
end,
be at
not
a
going to
level
matter.
run.
Yep.
And Floyd only 10 viruses behind. I haven't seen much of this level. I was too mesmerized by this that level 8 by xJRigsx. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. But it looks like Floyd has had a better go at this level. But as I say that, the reds just are not coming for him.
Yeah, who knew the doctor could do that? But he's gonna be facing about a 30-second deficit, longer if these reds don't start showing up for him. There's one, there's two. Yeah, 536.
Oh man.
That is a rough time for him. Um, especially with Riggs pulling off combos like
Yeah.
that. I looked over just in time to see it.
Yeah, Riggs is just this is a new level for him, and I'm all about it right now. It's been just, I think that first game, he's like, nah, that's not how it's gonna be. Riggs is a no nonsense kind of Dr. Mario player, and it's really fun to watch.
Yeah, I'd say you're absolutely right on that. Now, Floyd is bringing it back. He's gonna have to. This is level 9, and he's down within 8. And this is a really nice level for him. Everything's been very straightforward. This is a Floyd sort of level.
Hmm.
It hasn't required you to do a whole lot of anything other than just play the game fast. and that is something Floyd excels at, always has. Um, but there's one and there's two reds for Riggs. He's at a sub six or sub seven, I mean, and he's going to force yet another decider. So 4 out of 5 ain't bad.
Yeah, we'll take it. I know there was
Oh,
talk earlier about in the chat about breaking the record for deciders in a round one. I don't know what it is, but we're probably pretty close just tonight.
yep, I'd say so. All right, so yet again, Riggs in the situation he was in last month, facing off against one of the titans of the game. Definitely underseeded, and you know, let's see if he can pull this off, or if Floyd is going to show us what the veterans can do. And there's our countdown. Here comes the start buttons, and we're going to see what these two have for us.
What is this board for Riggs? This is one of the most bizarre level sixes I've ever seen. I don't even know
It's
what to
got
say about it
options.
besides it's weird.
It's got options. Yeah, I'm looking at Floyd's board. That's where I started off with, and it's a beauty. There's nothing really real bad about Floyd's board. It is requiring a little finesse, but he has had no problems putting that together. Let's see what he is thinking there. Gonna do this and clear out most of this column three. He's he's spired, but other than that, it's a really nice board.
Yeah, Riggs has been trying to figure out what to do with this board. And I gotta say, he's done a really nice job of it. Especially as weird as it started out, but he is a little bit inspired now there in his column 8. Probably gonna be looking for a horizontal bottom of this board to get these yellows, as Floyd out at about a 110. Riggs doing a nice job. Just needs the game to cooperate a little bit more with him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, double blues on top of double reds, that's horizontal leading to vertical. That's just bad. The game is being mean, especially giving a double blue when he can't use it.
Mm.
Oh, all right. Out of 137, that's still a good time. It's just that Floyd was at a 110 or better, and what do you do? What do you do when there's a 110 or better going on? Hope the next level's not just as good. And
Yeah.
unfortunately for Riggs, it appears like that has been the case.
Yeah, this has been a really nice level for Floyd, but I just happened to see something really cool looking from xJRigsx. Peeked over just enough time to see something amazing happen. Looking.
Oh yeah, he's thinking about, look at this cross clear that he's thinking about. Let's see if he's gonna get it. Nope, the doc's not gonna give him. Unless he gets the double yellow. Well, he's just gonna take the horizontal. I don't blame him. Setting up for that cross clear would have been tough, but a 228 for Floyd. That is gonna put him squarely in the lead. And man, another really nice board to start him off. I
Yeah,
thought
I
maybe
mean,
he was gonna go for a sweet tea there.
yeah, I was fixing to say that exact same thing. I'm kind of surprised that he didn't lay the yellows down horizontally. But either way, he's just making a really good dent in this level 8 as Riggs joins him into level 8. Still sub 3. That's still a really good
Yeah,
time. But
it's exactly what I was thinking.
but Floyd is just having a really nice game here, which I'm sure he's thrilled about because his last two have not been to his liking.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just been garbage for Floyd up to this point, and he's he wanted a better level, and he's gotten a better level.
Mhm.
So, he wasn't sure what to do that yellow blue. I don't blame him. But this is gonna work out just fine for him. He's probably thinking about horizontals down at the very bottom. There's one horizontal. He's gonna get another one with these yellows, and ended up making it a little harder for himself, but not too much harder. Yeah, this is a great level 8, and Riggs, Riggs wants to take these blues out horizontally, and once he does, never mind. That was what I thought was going to trigger. There's so much going on. All right, 408 for Floyd. That is ridiculous. And Riggs trying to catch up with him there. Gonna see if he can't pull off this horizontal, and interesting choices that he's got to make.
Yeah, he's got two horizontals that he's going to have to choose from, and he actually chooses neither of them. It looked like it elects to
Oh,
do everything vertically.
yeah, it's an interesting set of choices that he's made. I'm not sure what the game plan is here. Oh, okay, there it is. Out of 444 again, not a bad time. Just Floyd.
Yeah, and he's only 12 viruses down, which is the crazy thing. But Floyd just got a little late on that
Oh,
tuck. But even with that, it's still not the worst thing in the world because he can he can use that to do what he just did with that double yellow.
yeah, that's the what is it? Swan calls it the parking garage. Uh, usually it's a horizontal thing, but in this case, vertical. You know, it provides you that cover to make sure that you get your tuck laid in exactly where you want
Yeah,
it. Uh, it ended up working out for him.
kind of like an escalator or something.
Yeah. All right. So as Floyd is finishing up and looks like he's taken a few viruses worth of victory lap, we'll look at what Riggs is doing. And man, I like the bottom half of his board. So many horizontal setups. It's just unfortunate that where he was is just not going to give him the opportunity because there's fat logs everywhere. It would have been great,
Yeah,
but uh,
I mean, it's
it's not over yet.
still not over.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Floyd's got to get blues, and as we know in this game, well, and there's the blues, gets the double blue, gets the double red, and gets the red. Mario must have heard me and is like, "Nah, John, you're gonna talk bad about me. I'm gonna give Floyd exactly what he needs." And with all that, it only ends up being an 8-second game, but it does go in
Yeah.
favor of Floyd. GG's to both players.